Zach is out of the office doing some outdoorsy stuff while Sonic released. Oh no, Zach, we can't let that happen. I'm gonna take over for this video. While Sonic the Hedgehog has always been pretty popular, it feels like right now is an amazing time to be a fan of Sonic. The movies are really fun for what they are. There is a big Sonic game coming out this fall. It's a little bit divisive, but hey, the big Sonic game regardless. And we now have the best pack of the retro Sonic games that we've ever seen with Sonic Origins, although it comes at a hefty price. And today I'm here to talk about my experience with the game and if I think that that price is warranted. I do want to say that I had a lot of fun playing these games and I just can't for the life of me understand why they cost so much since they've been available for so long and in so many platforms. But before we get into all that, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. But for now, let's take a quick trip down memory lane with the blue blur. First, let's talk about what's actually new in the package. There's new areas, there's brand new animations that are actually really cool. I do love those. There's a new anniversary mode. Getting to explore these classic Sonic games in HD is really cool. There's a new intro cutscene to each one of the games. There's a new outro cutscene to each one of the games too for when you beat it, along with new challenges, special stages, and the museum. The museum is a real treat for Sonic fans, it really is. You unlock stuff as you continue to play, and getting in there and seeing how some of the old original box art was, I actually really dig that. But outside of that, these experiences are still pretty much what you remember if you play them. If you've never played them, these are some really fun, nostalgic games with some amazing music, some really cool level design, some intricate visuals. There's a lot of cool stuff here if you've never experienced it. I just don't know that the new stuff alone is worth buying some of these games for the third and fourth time. Now, something like Sonic CD that hasn't been more widely available, that was really cool to get back into, especially because I didn't play a ton of Sonic CD to begin with. So for me, that one was particularly fun to play. Now, I'm gonna go off the assumption that a lot of you were Nintendo kids when you were young, just like me. So that meant that maybe you didn't have a Genesis. You didn't get to play any of these games. Maybe like me, you went to a friend's house and that's how you experienced Sonic. So much of my nostalgia for Sonic comes from waiting for my best friends when I was a kid to pass the controller so I can try this out. I knew what Mario felt like. I knew what a Nintendo game felt like, but these Sega games from back then, they had a completely different feel. They weren't as intuitive with the controls. Sonic is a little more floaty, but there is a sense of speed that just wasn't there with Mario. The level design, completely different. The music, these are bangers still, and some of this stuff has been changed up for this release. So while I do feel that a lot of us have been able to play these games throughout the many years since they've been released, if you've somehow completely missed out on them, sure, I think this package is fully worth it because on top of the new stuff, there is these older games that I still feel are of pretty good quality, and that has some value for sure. Playing this instantly brought me back to when I was like 11 years old. Borrowing a Genesis from my friends for the weekend because they were going out of town, taking that Sonic 2, I remember specifically, blowing on the cartridge, putting it in there, and the fact that playing this new collection of games with Sonic Origins brings back those memories that I completely forgot were there. I feel like there's something to that. So is reliving all of this kind of stuff worth the $40 price point for the base game? There is a digital deluxe version that costs more. There's other versions of the game, there's DLC, so they want more money out of you. Well, that's up to you. For me, I think 40 is a little high. I would have loved for this to have been $29.99. Even that $10 price drop would have just done wonders. 20, boom, instant, must buy if this is $20, but it isn't. It's double that. So you're gonna need to do some digging in yourself and figure out if you think that this package is worth it for you. Does it cost too much? Yeah. Is it worth it? Also, yeah, kind of, for me at least. But one thing that this did make me wonder is why doesn't Nintendo do stuff like this more often? Or at all, really. We had 3D All-Stars recently, but they don't add or change a whole lot. Yeah, it's like more HD than it was before. It looks better, but it's just ever so slight. Here you bring in 3 or 4 games that are just classics, really awesome games. Do a little bit of work, improve a couple of things, add some new things here and there, and boom, you have the ability to just resell some of the classic games you want. If you're not gonna give them to us on Virtual Console, why not give us improved versions of them? Yes, the Mario games are available on Nintendo Switch Online, but those are like very limited. There's not a lot new added to them. The way that they added the new animations, the new little cutscenes in this are really awesome in Sonic Origins. I can't speak enough to how well made those things are. And some of those, but with Mario, oh man, instant hit. So many of us Nintendo fans would love that. And I think that that's something Nintendo can really learn from Sega. And not just Sega, because there's a lot of companies doing a really good job of repackaging their older games for new audiences. Resident Evil 4 is a good example, but that doesn't seem to be Nintendo's MO. Now, not everybody wants to play old games, of course, so we'd prefer a new Mario game instead of a remade Mario game. I agree, but the preservation of video games is also really important, and being able to play these things on the go with you on the Nintendo Switch is something I would really love. Playing Green Hill Zone and Sonic Origins is just really awesome. Although I've played the level hundreds of times in my life by this point, the long period of time in between the last time I played it and now, it just does enough. The music kicks in, you see the level, and you just go. It's an iconic level, just like the first level in Mario's iconic. Or Mario 3, whichever Mario. Those are all iconic first levels. And for Sonic Origins, so many of these are also really iconic. I quickly wanted to show you what the package looks like, just in case you're curious. You could get into any one of the games. You have Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic CD, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Knuckles. There's also this mission story mode thing that pretty much takes you through the entirety of it, I think. But I've just been going into the games individually and checking those out that way. There's also a boss rush for each one of the games. There's this really cool map that shows you where everything is. The museum, man, this is the best part. I haven't unlocked a ton of it. I've only unlocked 5%, but you get to go in there, check out a whole bunch of sounds. They even sell you premium sounds if that's what you want, but that probably shouldn't be what you want. On top of that, illustrations. Look at this. Look at this. The old Sonic CD box art. That is really awesome. You could have it go full screen. You can make it go bigger or smaller. Look, tell me that this isn't just really cool to look at. You even get to see the old instruction manuals from the games. If this isn't a trip down memory lane, I don't know what is. Look, how can you just not appreciate this, guys? That's just something that we don't see a lot of. Would it be better to have a physical manual in your hand for all of this stuff? Well, yeah, but look. So well designed, so well done. You can get to see the Japanese manual. A lot of detail and a lot of care went into the museum aspect of the game, and this is probably my favorite part because I love seeing things like this. They're really high quality too, by the way. Oh, you can even get in here and play Blue Spheres without having to actually find the stuff in the level. The classic mode gives you the classic aspect ratio. Anniversary mode gives you 16:9. Above all, I still think that this is just a love letter to the older Sonic games. Unfortunately, this love letter is written on very fancy paper with a very fancy pen, and it costs a lot. If only Sega had priced this just a little bit lower, I would easily say that this is a top tier game. But for now, if you want my recommendation on whether you should get it or not, or whether it's worth the money, of course it depends on whether you've played the games or not, but these games do go on sale pretty often. We've seen Sega do a bunch of sales on the eShop, so maybe wait until it drops in price a little bit. I can't possibly imagine that you're in a huge rush to play old Sonic games. If you are, by all means, I don't think that you'll be angry at your purchase. Just know what you're getting into, and that the new stuff, while super cool, it's not a lot. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are picking up Sonic Origins on the Nintendo Switch or on any of the other platforms it's available on. Have you been excited for it? Are you looking forward to Sonic Frontiers later this year? I'd like to thank you for watching the video. Go be nice to someone today, be kind to those around you, and we'll catch you again very soon. SwitchForce out.